Hi guys, welcome back. Today in this video, we'll be talking about two most important information. One is the news about the GitHub Copilot subscription change. So if you are a Pro plan user, you might have seen that most of your models are completely gone away and how that is affecting everybody across the globe. And the second news is, even though these changes in the cloud market space where all these companies are moving their models to costly tier, the running of local large language model within the machine is getting more and more improved. I'm going to be comparing the QWEN 3.6 MoE model, which is a 35 billion parameter model, versus the QWEN 3.6 27 billion parameter dense model. So I'll be comparing these two models in this particular video. So these are the two things that I'll be discussing in this particular video. So first information is all about the GitHub Copilot's subscription plan change. So you see that now they have told in April 20th that there is a changes to the GitHub Copilot plans for the individuals like me, where it says that as shared in our recent blog, so we're making the changes and the new signups and the pro plans subscription has been passed. So if you're just going to go to the GitHub Copilot plans, something like this, and if you go to any of the plan website over there, you cannot able to sign up for the pro plan as well as the pro plus plan right now. So it's completely temporarily unavailable for now. So this is happening because everybody is doing vibe coding these days, and the companies are telling that the amount of money that they are charging to the customer is way more lesser, or not way more lesser, or maybe lesser comparing to what the expenses they are incurring. So that's the reason why they have completely passed the pro and pro plus plan, and they have also moved the models from, like, I'm just going to show you what I'm really talking about. See, I used to get the Claude Opus 4.7 models, and I can even able to use some other models from here, but now they have removed the Claude Opus 4.7 model from the plan for me over here. So they only have given me the Claude Sonnet 4.6 model and 4.5 model for that matter, and I think they'll also slowly charge the 1x to maybe 3x or something like that in pretty soon. I think that's what's the trend is going on at the moment. And they have also told that the number of premium requests is also reduced right now. So all of these are quite clearly telling us that if you are going to be relying heavily on these cloud-based models for your individual development purpose, then you are going to be incurring a lot more cost, which is just the tip of the iceberg that we are seeing at the moment. The more and more these kind of push are going to happen, then what's going to happen eventually is then we are going to be ending up paying more and more as well. So the reason why this is happening is because companies are incurring a lot more than what they are charging to the customer, and we have also seen that the RAM prices have increased and they are not reducing any time sooner, at least right now. And if there are some RAMs or any storage or processor or anything like that are actually getting repaired in their side, if they're going to be replacing it, they are going to be facing the same amount of expenses that they are if they are not in the contract or something like that. So all of these are taking toll to the customers, really, like us, and we are in a sad state right now. But the good news is that we also have got these models, which are the QWEN 3.6 35 billion parameter model, as well as the QWEN 3.6 27 billion parameter model, which is a dense model. So these are amazing models which we have got, and I am going to show you how these two models you can run them locally within your machine. And actually, you know what, I have got a very, very powerful machine. To be honest, I'm running the Apple M5 Max with 128 GB of the RAM there, so that I'm sure that this is like a top tier machine. Like most of the people will say in my comments below for the videos that this is something that you can't afford. Instead of paying for the Apple Max machine, why not you just go and buy the subscription, which is going to be way more lesser comparing to the M5 Max itself. Well, you got a good comment there, but the problem is I'm not just using this Mac just for the local large language model alone, but I'm actually using for the video production as well as editing, and also run the large language model applications like AI agents, chatbots, as well as OpenClaw for that matter. So all of these runs in this machine pretty perfectly, even though while I'm doing other processes. So that is the reason why I have got this machine. So I don't recommend everybody to buy this machine. It's super costly. But good news is now these models are getting more and more fine-tuned. So you can run these large language models locally without any problem. And that's exactly what I will be showing you in this particular video. So I am going to be running the Claude code to run the QWEN 3.6 35 billion MoE model versus the QN 3.6 27 billion dense model, and I will show you how they are going to be performing. I'm already telling you that the dense model is going to be way more compute intensive compared to the 35 billion MoE model, because in 35 billion MoE model you can see that it says A3B, which means it is going to be activating only 3 billion parameter at any given point of time. But if you are going to be running the dense model, it is going to be activating the entire 27 billion parameter in a single stretch. I mean, for every request that you make, for every single inferencing it's going to do, it is going to be invoking this 27 billion parameter model or 27 billion parameters. For the MoE model, it's going to be only activating the 3 billion parameters instead of the entire one. So that is the crux of what this two model really does. Well, as that said, I'm going to quickly show you how we can run them all within the local large language model using the LM Studio that I have got. And then I will show you how amazingly you can generate an entire application, also write a test using PyTest. So what I'm going to be doing right now is, you can see that I am running the QN 3.635 billion parameter model within my LM Studio over here, and I have given like 2600,000 tokens access there. And then I'm going to be running the Claude code right now with the 35 billion parameter model. So this is basically an MoE model, and I'm going to be running the Claude code for this particular model. And I will show you how amazingly you can do things with this particular model that we have got. So I'm basically going to be pasting a prompt over here. So it has got like 28 lines, as you can see over here. And this is the prompt that I'm passing in. So build a complete Python test automation framework using PyTest for testing a REST API with the following requirement. And I'm also going to build an API client with that. And I'm also going to be doing the entire coverage over here. I want to creating a PyTest INI file, and I'm also going to create some utility class for that. And I'm going to be building all of these using this MoE model, as you can see over here. So you will actually notice that entire thing is going to be built from the complete ground up right now for me. And you can see that how the plannings are really being set over here within my large language model over here, as if like it's doing within my cloud models. And you can also notice that everything is being called over here in the LM Studio right now. So I'm going to be just running the entire thing, and you will notice that how all of these codes are going to be generated. So you will just notice that how amazingly all the codes are being generated, pretty much like how a large language model, if it is running on the cloud, is doing it, but it is running it on my local machine right now. You see that? It is already quite amazing. So now you can see that it cooked for like 17 minutes. So it took like 17 minutes to complete all of these operations. And I have got the entire code over there being generated, which is quite amazing. So it has got the API client, the conftest.py, mock server, models and everything. And I have also executed the entire test, and they are running as expected as well, which is quite amazing. So this is already pretty cool, as you can see over here. And the next model which I'm going to be running is going to be the QN 3.6 dense model that I have got over here. So you can see that I have got this particular model currently up and running over here. And I'm also going to be just showing you how the code is going to be generated. Just for the spoiler alert, you know what, with the dense model, even though I was waiting for more than like 20 minutes over here, you can see that it couldn't able to generate even a single line of code in the ini file.py. It just created the structure and the requirements.txt file, but eventually it has ended up running in loop, and it has did nothing. So this is the problem that I have actually faced within my Apple M5 Max machine. So dense model with 27 billion parameter model is actually not running as expected, as compared to the 3 billion parameter models, 3 billion parameter activation running on the same model that you can see in the MoE version. So if you're going to be running the dense model, it is doing job like basic question and answer, it's doing it, but with the Claude Code, I've seen it, it's really not doing it as expected. So if you're going to be running the Claude Code with the QWEN 3.6 dense model, it is not going to work as expected, whereas the same going to be working on the MoE model of the same kind of model that you have got, but different architecture completely. But yes, that's how it's going to be happening. So that's it, guys. This is all about the news that I wanted to talk about in the GitHub Copilot space, and how you can run the QWEN 3.6 model with the Claude Code for both MoE and dense model. So MoE shines, but dense is not. Once again, thank you so much for watching this video. Catch you in the next one.